see where you got in the grass. I'll give you the hit. Alright, we just got mile wide band ran to the bungling, the exhaust where the front O2 or rear O2s used to be. Just had a plug in it. Luckily, the exhaust still had some, so I didn't have to like do anything crazy to make it work. Don't mind a lot like that. But what we got? Purdy old girl, 98 Trans Am. I believe it says WS6 in the back. Yeah, WS6, clean car. You know, I got some minor things here and there. Got some upgrades. It's supposed to be a 6-liter. It's supposed to be bored out, 30 over, and forged pistons and rods. The works for a nitrous kit, I guess. Let's see what it sounds like now. Oh yeah, she needs some work. Oh yeah, she needs some real work. She don't want to start it off. Yeah, she don't want a cold idle at all. Gotta give her a gas. Oh yeah, we're gonna fix that anywho. Oh, damn good as Frazier. But yeah, and let's see what we got underneath. Ooh, she got a clear lid. I like that. Needs cleaned a little bit. Looks like someone scuffed it or something. But she got some goodies. Looks a lot better than mine. Look at the size of them fucking headers on it though. They got some like 1 7/8 shits. It makes my headers look tiny on the Camaro. Little dinky things. But 243 head, still got AC belt on it. Stock crank pulley. He did the delete on the bottom. This really, oh wow, this is a Gen 4 6-liter. I bet this needs to be ran somewhere to breathe, honestly, not just on that. The crankcase vented back properly. What the fuck? They just zip tied that ground out the way that's supposed to be right there. Needs some tidbits here and there cleaned up, but besides that, it's LS6 intake. Real clean in the engine bay. Real clean. Stock injectors. Some little stuff here and there, but overall, yeah, it's got Texas Speed Stage 2 cam. It's got that bullshit 98 computer, the 508 kilobyte one. Same thing my Trans Am had that took a shit, so fingers crossed, no issues. See, I ain't got the same issue my fucking box has where it doesn't stay down. I have to like put a zip tie under here to hold it to itself so it don't go nowhere. Might have to do the same thing with his. But it looks like it's got a bigger trans cooler. Overall, it's a clean car. So we'll get started on the idle tune real quick and get that straight, and then we'll work on some drivability stuff. He says it's got some issues coming to a stop and whatnot. That thing blown the fuck out. It looks insane. It looks like it's swolled up, but it is very odd. But yeah, we'll get it straight. Get things, won't take long, get it to where it'll fire up cold and idle. And got like a nice little chop to it, so let's get started. Alright, so just made a change. The only change I made was, just gonna do baby steps on the change. So I added 60 RPM to the idle. Went over to the airflow, added 5 in and smoothed the rest out. Literally, that's all I'm gonna do. Just gonna make that little change. Save as. Yeah, show license. Oh man, I can almost get unlimited 98 Pontiac Firebird. for 1 more credit. Hell yeah. So all I gotta do is pay for 1 more credit next time, and I can unlimited any fucking Pontiac 98 Firebird. You can unlock those things. It'd be cool if you did, like, especially trucks, if you could, like, 30 would give me any Gen 3 LS1 based V8 car, Corvette or Camaro, Trans Am, any of it. Yes, I want it. Committed. Tune 1. Done. Only speech. See, that's what I'm saying. They don't have a whole lot of memory or room. Only like 518 kilobytes or some shit. It's not like the 1 megabyte ones. They have the 0411s and all the other ones, the P51s, P01. Those got a speed density like 1 bar and math enhanced and real-time tuning. This only has speed density 2 bar. That is it. No options, really. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit. But let's see. Let's flash his pig. I know it's breakable. That's the worst thing about these fucking computers. Is they brick really easily. I didn't even flash mine. I was driving mine in a parking lot, parked it, went in for work, come out 4 hours later, went to start it, wouldn't start through a PCM code. It bricked the fucking computer just sitting there, so had to turn the wiring harness into a bouquet of fucking wires and repinned them all for an 0411 computer in a parking lot at an AutoZone till 1 o'clock in the morning. Then flashed a file in real quick to get it to idle with a cam and drove that bitch home. 2 hours. She writes fast. Probably need to add some fuel to the startup also to cranking. Done. Open, close. Open, close. Close. There she is. Let's still add some more airflow to it. I wonder if it's got any temp in it. Hold on, let's look, guys, and see what temperature this thing is. Okay, let's see what we got. That could be enough. And it is. Do I not have the fucking coolant temp up here? Or am I looking right over it? Just don't have it. I got air mass 10 fucking times. So let's do away with. I don't know why I don't have coolant temperature on this motherfucker. Fucking dummy. How the fuck I got? And coolant temp. 131. That's what we needed to see. Okay, so gonna add 10% fuel. Try 10% fuel because I have to give it throttle to get it to actually idle. I'm gonna go back to idle airflow, base, and 2 more to her and see what she does. Save as. Still got caps lock on. Motherfucker. Exit out of that. And right. It's trying to focus on me more than it is the fucking computer. Close. Let's see. That's better. She's hunting a little bit more. She needs some more airflow. This too needs a little more airflow, but she fired up on her own. So I'll make some more adjustments and we'll start back up in a minute. All right, number 3. Just hanging that out a little bit. I have to change that throttle cracker follower combo on that. Still hunting. We're about to fix that in a second. We'll make another adjustment here. We'll come back. Alright, so going through, change the idle RPM, going through and smoothing everything out now. That way everything's nice and smooth. I'm not gonna mess it under overspeed yet. I'm gonna, what the fuck? I'm gonna go in here and make some changes. So let's see. These. I always try and do +1, not +1 but -1 across the board, because the hotter it gets, especially if it's, I don't want to pull more timing out just to be safe. Cover your ass. 7 should be plenty. Why is there even an EGR fucking thing in this motherfucker? Yeah, that's what it's getting. It's always 0. That's what I did on my 98. It probably doesn't even have EGR anymore. That shit's deleted. I don't even know what's on. Zero the table. Ain't gotta fuck with it. Oh, no. Duh. Looking at EGR. I'm making the other adjustment. Go back and get that. Clicked on ECT but was looking at EGR. Copy. paste. We'll look over and fix some shit. But I might not zero the whole thing out. We'll come back to that one in a minute. Look at all the other ones, multiplier. These tables still the same or different, 28. I'm about to see if they're different or not. Copy. Same. Someone's already heard the dogs howling. But I'm gonna continue to make some changes, and then we're gonna start this motherfucker up here in a minute and see what she does. I'm gonna connect. Let's see after some changes what we get. Oh, that's much better. Much better. No more hunting. Now it's time to put a little chop in this girl. Right here, when I whacked the throttle a couple times while it was idling, when it come back down, you could hear like a slight, sound like maybe a lifter tapper valve train noise, and I just thought it was the normal, usual, LS, noises. But it wasn't consistent, it was just kind of a light tap at this point. Too. So you got some quick. Sounds good. I don't like that. This needs to be bolted down to that like it's supposed to be too. There's leaves out of here. Don't catch shit on fire. This girl be nuts, all these damn leaves. Fuck you, computer. I hate that one. Oh, the fucking leaves out of here. Acorns and shit. Yeah, about to go take her down the road and see how she does now they got this idle so much straight. Alright, before we get started, guys, greatly appreciate it if you guys wouldn't mind going down there and subscribing. I know there's a lot of you that watch that don't subscribe. Trying to help this thing grow, make something out of it. I enjoy doing this stuff a lot, so it'd be fun to do this more of a a daily main job. I wouldn't have to do anything else as far as doing 3 different jobs, different places. I could just do one job. Something I really enjoy. So if you guys enjoy what I'm doing and the content I'm putting out, leave a like, subscribe for me if you can. Greatly appreciate it. Hell, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, what I could do better. Let's get to the action, guys. This part right here, I'm making a couple test hits, going over the air fuel ratio, making sure everything looks good, timing looks good, before I go make any full wide open high RPM pulls. I'm making a couple small, just light hits, checking the air fuel ratio. right here, you can tell, I noticed that it was kind of having a sputter and a breakup, you know, at a certain RPM range. I mentioned it's not happy up top, so making some small hits and adjustments. I'd get into it, and I could find the spot where it break up, and try and, you know, pinpoint an RPM range, or, you know, trying to look at the air fuel ratio to see if it's just dumping fuel, maybe it's just pig rich and it's fucking just sputtering and misfiring because it's rich, or what. So we're on the way back to the house right now. You know, it was kind of hit or miss, and there, you know, it was fine for a second, then it would just hit high RPM, and I'm still trying to figure out, okay, is this a spark blowout, or is this thing just doing it under a certain load? And then we found the issue. When I looked at the log the last time and looked at the data, I could see, you know, the mass airflow like wavy and bouncy and all over the place, you know, like a valve spring issue. When I looked at it, I was like, okay, pretty sure it's, you know, probably a broken valve spring. Alright, we're about to pull a plug, check and see what kind of plugs are actually in it, check and see the gap. Want to make sure and see if this thing's got too big of a gap, because OE spec, you know, is like 60 thousandths or something, and it shouldn't be that fucking big, because it just acts crazy at high RPMs, like it's not happy, like it's blowing out spark or something. So yeah, pull those, see what, if they're not hot enough or too hot of a plug or what, and go from there. Try and fix that ground thing too. It's driving me fucking nuts, but we'll get to that. Alright, well, after pulling some stuff apart, I think I found the issue. The plugs, one, I think need to be a step colder. Two, somebody, I mean, it looks clean in here, but it's because somebody has painted the inside of the valve cover, or the inside of the head. I mean, they tried to clean the valve cover, but didn't do a good job. But they painted the inside of the head, and this stuff peels off. So it's peeling off, going through his oil pan on the oil system. But I pulled it off because I was like, man, it just sounds like it's like valve floating or doing something crazy at the top end. It's real weird. And I get over here, I'm like looking for a broken spring, Boom, found a broken spring. So we're gonna have to fucking figure out what he wants to do from here. So I just looked in this side of the head and went to like, I saw something in there, like you can see something right here, and it wipes out just like that one come out right here on this finger just now. This come out a second ago. It's like a film, like whatever they use to paint this shit. Now, alright, this thing's about to go back to the owner. Plan is he's gonna, I guess, put the new spring in himself. I told him I would definitely pull these out and look at them and see if they were actually name brand or if these were like a Chinese knockoff. Someone tried to save some money, you know, and since they, you know, they put pistons in it, you know, but apparently, you know, these were cheap or old or used or something. So I told him if he's got a full set of good ones, that's what I would put in it. I would take a chance on one of these other ones, because hell, the rev limit on this thing's like 6,600 RPMs, what someone's got to set at. I mean, that's just, it's a little much. But yeah, some little stuff for him to clean up, put some a little bit cooler plug in it, and button some stuff up, and she's ready to roll.